So I think the hardest thing about shooting in broad daylight is filming, because you can't see nothing of a face. I've had to put the camera on auto because it just changes so much. It's really bright now. Just left, wherever just left, Ogmore Bay, did a bit of a photo meet. And what I wanted to do, because the forecast wasn't looking great for that morning, I thought I would set the camera up to shoot black and white. Because I don't actually think I've done a dedicated photo shoot for landscape photography like I do with street photography. Just so put the camera in black and white and have a see how we can find how it influences our the scene in black and white. And when you're dedicated, that's the best way for landscape photography if you're going to shoot black and white, is to turn your camera black and white and actually anticipate the shot to be finished in black and white. So that's the best way of doing it. So today, when I left there, I thought, well, tomorrow's forecast to have really, I'm gonna have to stand over here so you can see me a bit better. I can't see though. Tomorrow is supposed to have really strong winds. So typically, if you live in South Wales, near Cardiff area, Porthcawl, everybody heads down to the lighthouse. I've never been to the lighthouse, and it's massive. There's so many photographs of it. It's an incredible place. If you see the lighthouse with the waves hitting it, it looks fantastic. Right, okay. So I thought I'd give that a go. I've never been, so I thought I'd give it a go. But I left Ogmore Bay, came down here for a bit of a recce today, just to see what it looks like. So there is the lighthouse. That is the famous Porthcawl lighthouse, which everybody shoots when the waves are smashing against it. Google it if you haven't seen any pictures, they are awesome. So yeah, that's what I thought I'd come down and do a bit of a recce. So literally expecting to use my 5140 Fuji lens tomorrow. I put that on the Fuji XT3 and had a wander around just to see what compositions I liked, because obviously in the dark would be difficult. Yeah, so didn't expect to do much, and then I spotted this composition with my phone. I didn't have a wide angle lens on me, I only had my phone. So I thought, you know what, I think there's a shot here. Black and white. I put the phone in mono on the iPhone 8 I've got. So you go in your camera, in the top right hand corner you've got the colour settings. So I slide it all the way over to Noire, which is my favourite sort of iPhone. Oh, Mrs is ringing me now. I'll have to tell her. I'll have to call her back. Right, so let's go back into photo mode. So we're still in Noire, and it gives us really, if you see that, it gives us really strong. You probably can't because it's too bright. Really strong contrast, and obviously you can shoot HDR handheld with the iPhone as well. So I was walking around just looking, and I spotted this composition with the iPhone. These rocks. Now there's a little rock pool here which is relatively still. It's dead slippy here, so it's really slippy on these rocks. So if I do fall over, you're welcome to laugh. And I just spotted this composition with these rocks now, and it's absolutely, because it's harsh, bright sunlight, with the iPhone in black and white mode, the contrast is just unbelievable, just stunning. Really crisp, sharp, very much like I'd shoot with my street photography. If this was a street scene, this would be a shot that I would run to. So I took some really cool shots with the iPhone, metering for the focusing on the back, on the lighthouse at the back there. I'll zoom in a touch so you can see a bit better. Focusing on the lighthouse in the background, and then just having this awesome curve of rocks in the foreground here. So I thought, you know what, I've got to run back and get the camera and get a wide angle shot of this on the Fuji as well, which had ran out of battery. So when they bring out the XT4 with better battery, I'll be really relieved. So yeah, got new battery, got the camera, and I thought I'd give it a go, because the iPhone shot, I'll put the iPhone shot up there somewhere, looks fantastic. The tones and everything looks awesome. So, and because it's such a small sensor as well, iPhones, and obviously Samsungs as well, Android phones, are so powerful for landscape photography, because of the size of the sensor, the depth of field is ridiculous. So I was focused right at the lighthouse, and it looks quite sharp in the foreground. Obviously it's not focus stacked or anything like that, but it looks really nice. So using the phone as a way of sort of gauging what an image is going to be like, it's crucial. I need to do it more often. I do it on occasion, but not as much as I should. So let's have a look at this shot then. Right then, I'm really sorry if you can't see this particularly well, but if you look at that, that is a lovely shot. I mean, I really like that. It balances fantastic. Take that, and all we've got to do is just touch the sky. See, I put HDR on. Touch the sky, so now I'm metered for the brightest part of the scene, and just getting the thirds right. I love that detail coming in from the bottom left. I don't know why you can see that on the camera, but that looks fantastic. And all that is literally just can't really see my phone particularly well, but all that is just sliding. I mean, let's take a colour one as well, but that's just sliding over to the Noire right at the end. There's a bit of a rock there's a rock down there. I don't like that rock, it's a bit in the way of the photograph, so I might come over here a little bit, but that is a great shot. And because you've got the depth of field of the phone sensor, the tiny sensor, getting nice and low there. I wouldn't zoom in, I'd avoid zooming in on my phone. I always try and put your feet where you need the photograph to be. So let's go there. Nice, point it down slightly so you can see all the detail. Probably a bit too dark. The phone keeps adjusting itself after a second, but I think that looks fantastic. Let's have a look at that. Yeah, it needs a bit of tweaking, but I think it's really cool. I need to mention as well, I don't know how well you can see the back of the phone, but I've actually got the rule of thirds grids on there, so that helps me find the bottom right hand third there, and it helps me put the lighthouse near enough on the top right hand third there as well. So yeah, really powerful tools, iPhones. And obviously if you've got your proper camera with you, it's worth, but I'd have to focus stack this on the camera. I'd have to take a photograph focused on the rock there, and then I'd take another one focusing on the lighthouse in the background. But with the phone it seems to get it in one. I really like that. I mean, I love, as long as you get the highlights right. I hate the clip. It's on HDR mode, so just touch in there. Should be. I really like that. Right, let's beat the iPhone with the Fuji black and whites then. So we've got the camera extremely close to the foreground, so focus a couple of inches away from the lens there just to get that sharp, and then again about 2 or 3 foot into the scene just to get the foreground nice and sharp. Final image focused at infinity on the horizon there, so we've got a nice sharp image front to back. Really love this black line coming from the bottom right hand corner though, really nice contrast pointing up to the lighthouse. Not much no detail in the sky, so crop that out, but yeah, really nice wide shot from the Fuji here, but great to use the iPhone to find this composition. What an interesting morning, fantastic morning actually. Ogmore, really struggled this morning, didn't think I was going to get anything. Then the RECCY here for the lighthouse for potentially the nice waves tomorrow turned out to be a belter of a photo shoot. Really enjoyed it. So if you haven't been out with your iPhone or your Samsung or mobile device or whatever and done some landscape photography, you've got to try it. But really, honestly, on bright contrasty days like this, put your phone in black and white mode. Turn HDR off though. Make sure you're not getting losing all the nice tones and shadows. When you HDR a photograph, it'll sort of flatten it. It's good for getting the compositions because you can see a lot more detail in the shadows. But then when you want to take your image, turn HDR off, especially if you're shooting black and white, because you get lovely dark tones and textures and everything. It looks far better. So yeah, definitely try that. But it'd be interesting. Let me know in the comments. I've got some serious focus stacking to do with the Fuji files when I get back, because I was focusing about 6 inches from the front of the lens here. It really was close, probably the closest I've ever been to anything. Then about 3 foot then for the middle of the subject, and then again at infinity then for the background as well. But yeah, a lot of work there, but the iPhone seemed to knock them out. I was literally just had the phone upside down, get the camera close to the rocks, close to the water, use the thirds to get a balanced composition, turn HDR off and put it in Noire mode, which is the last one on the iPhone, the last profile, and it looked fantastic. So definitely try it. But anyway, I'm going to rabbit no more. I'm going to shoot back and get some lunch. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe if you did enjoy it. Let me know which you prefer. Please don't say the iPhone pictures, but let me know in the comments which image you think came out best. And yeah, let me know what you think of my lighthouse shots as well. I'll put them up, and hopefully I'll see you again. Thanks so much for watching. Take care.